Hi everyone, I think I'm live. I'm just trying to find my video so I can see. One moment please. Right, there I am. Make sure it's the right way and you can see, yeah. I'm not sure totally. Oh, it's paused it. Oh, I'm going to have to turn the volume down on here. So, right, all set. Ready to go. I'm going to paint some florals. I'm not exactly sure completely. I wasn't going to do one today because I wasn't feeling much like painting. Just feel a bit meh. I really should change my water, but I'm all wired into my microphone now, so I can't get up to change it. Oh well. Nothing being like being prepared. Today I'm going to do a watercolour floral bouquet and probably white dish flowers because I've been painting white flowers. But they're never white, are they? I paint them. It's hard to paint a white flower on a white background. So I paint white flowers, sort of a grey, dirty grey colour. This is, I hope you can see. Yeah, you can. Sorry, I'll just move over it a tad. Move that out the way. Everything's such a mess. I paint flowers with a sort of a purpley grey colour. So there's a bit of a purple colour and I've mixed it with a little bit of Daniel Smith black, Lunar black, I think. So I'm going to be clanking and move it out the way. Don't want that in a minute. So I'm going to paint a floral something, white flower bouquet sort of thing. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So it's probably going to be an enemy here, flower, and roses or something like that. So anyway, I'll just paint. Move my hair out the way. Tuck it in my jumper. I should tie it back. Always not prepared, sorry. Don't know what this flower is. I'm making them up and it's just coming out my head. So I like making up flowers. You can see that, can't you? Yeah, you can see that. Doesn't look like an enemy at the minute, but it will at some point. Buenos dias, Loreto. That's as good as my Spanish gets. I can't understand you, but I can sort of understand. Morning, Stephen. Oh, this is what do you call it? A Faber-Castell art grip aquarelle pencil, watercolour pencil, in other words. And it looks more like an anemone now. My dog's going crazy. If you can hear a barking dog, he's upstairs in bed and you can hear the next door neighbour's dog. So he sits in bed and barks because he thinks he's telling him off. He might come down and start annoying me now because he'll want to go out. So that's the first flower. Looks a bit like an anemone, doesn't it? Is it white enough? Oops. I always do that. I end up blotting the paper with a dirty cloth. If you want to know how to paint some other white flowers, I uploaded a video yesterday of me painting some, what are they called? Daisies, white daisies. So I will come back to that flower. Hello, Argent. I think that's how you spell it. Thank you. Here, I'm going to paint a rose with my dirty paint water. I think that's Naples yellow, and this is, oh gosh, I've just got it out. Let me see. Oh, look, you get to see my watercolour collection. Bonk click. Not many people see this. These are my watercolours. What one did I just put in there? I think I just used this. It's a Daniel Smith New Gamboge, and I also put Hansa yellow. It's a Daniel Smith colour. So I try and keep them sort of organised by colour, but it doesn't always work. I leave. That's my watercolour collection. Hi Susan, glad you can make it. I'm a bit later today. Normally I do it at some stupid time that I get up in the morning, but I had a bit of a lay-in today because I was watching Race Around the World last night till like 2 a.m. I'm not sure if this looks like a rose. Yeah, that would do. I have to keep looking at I'm watching myself paint my iPad, and it's really weird, but it's like having another eye to look at what I'm doing, and I can look at it and go, oh my god, that's awful. These splodges here are from my poppies that I did the other day. When I put the bleach on the paper, it makes the paper more porous, so it comes through on the other side, but I don't worry about that. This is, what colour was this? I just squirted that in there. This colour is, you can't see. I keep scooting over a bit more. That's it. This colour here is yellow ochre, whatever you like to say it, light. It's quite pretty colour. It's more subtle colour. I put a bit of that gamboge in the middle, because I like that colour. That's my favourite colour, by the way, gamboge. If you've got any questions, please ask. I will try and answer them. About my painting, that is. I will, if you just wondering, what the hell are you doing that for, woman? I'll try and explain the reasons why I do things, but I don't know. Now, where shall I do another rose? I should add a bit of foliage at some point so I can start. I hate painting roses. I never think they look like roses, but then I look back at them and I think, oh, that's not bad. So I just end up doing swirly blobs. How long have I been a watercolour artist? You don't want to know. It's far too long. I started painting in watercolour when I was 15. I'm 50 now. And I sold my first watercolour painting when I was 16. So it's a long time. Ages. On another anemone over here. Thank you, Stephen. I've got to the point when I paint, I don't need to think very much. But then again, they don't always turn out wonderful. I'm going to do some negative painting here to make some of the petals look like they're behind the other petals. So I'm just making this petal a bit darker, and it should make the other petal pop out a bit. If I didn't lick my brush there. I wasn't licking my brush. I'm not a brush licker. Sorry, I am. Trying to make a couple of the petals look like they're behind. It's a bit of interest. Does that work? That works. Don't use oil paints that often. I'm impatient. I don't like them. I make a big mess and they take forever to dry. Even though I've got some oils. I do mix them with other stuff when I paint differently. And to be perfectly honest, I've never really tried painting flowers in oil paint ever. Maybe I should challenge myself. But I like the way watercolour works, and you're never quite sure what's going to happen, and you don't have full control over it, and I just like the way everything splodges in together. If you paint really tightly with watercolour, you have control over it, but I don't paint like that. No, I don't feel like doing it. Painting in oils, no. It's just sort of it. It causes far too much mess. I end up with it all in my hair and everything. Sorry, Arjun, I'm not quite sure what you mean by bookmarks. Can you also put in bookmarks? Argentina, from the Philippines. Hello. I'm going to paint some. Let me just put some bit of shadow in that middle to make it pop out a bit. Oh, splashed everything. I'm a messy painter. I keep saying gonna, it's not good, is it? I'm going to, let's turn this around so I can mix my greens, paint some foliage now. This is green gold, I think. Yes, that one is. It's one of my favourite greens, and I mix it with a bit of orange and a bit of red, just to anything that I've got on my palette, really, just to knock it back a bit, make it more olive. Well, I don't know. Is that a word? Good morning, Ange. I should paint it this time more often because there's more people watching instead of painting at stupid o'clock in the morning. Glad you can catch me. More sensible time, I think, for some people. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it's foliagey. I might do another one here. Similar colour. Sorry if I put my head in. If I'm painting small things, I tend to put my head really close to the paper. I think I can't see, even though I've got my glasses on. I feel like Mr. Magoo. Might put a bit of yellow in with that. This is, I don't know, I told you what the colour that was earlier and I've put it away. I can never remember the names of the colours of my paints. I just go, oh, it's that lovely yellow that I like. And then people ask me, what colour is that? And I'm like, thank you. And I've gone back to my old favourites. I wasn't sure what to paint today, so I like painting anemones. Oh, it's 2. You're up late. It's, oh, what is the time? It's 10:36 in the morning here. Our clocks have gone forward for summertime. But it's not summer yet. We had snow yesterday. Even though the week before I was outside sunbathing and got a bit sunburnt. Oh well, strange times. Right, let's do another green to make some more leaves. Let's do a biggish leaf. That's not dark enough. I want a nice meaty green. Oh, this isn't. Some colours take ages to actually do anything once they've dried. Spent hours. I ruined my brush doing that. There we go. That's better. Try and make this look like rose leaves. Rose leaves. They're always quite dark green and shiny, aren't they? I've got a beautiful rose in my garden that I planted when my mum died, and it's the loveliest rose ever, and it's just starting to get buds on it. So I might do a painting of that and take some pictures. It's lovely orange colour, and it's really pretty, and it's called For Your Eyes Only or something like that. Yeah, I'm only up later today because I had a late night last night. Normally I'd be painting hours ago, like 6:30 in the morning. So I'm about 4 hours later. Did they shine? Oh, I can't see. When I'm looking at my painting directly, I can't tell, but when I look at it on the screen, it looks totally different. And I love how this green that I've got here, I think it's because it's got some of this browny colour, whatever that is over there. I wish I took note of what I put in sometimes, but I like happy accidents. It's gone really grainy and lovely. I'm trying to do another one up here, just to give it some symmetry. Sorry about my dog. He's gone mad. He thinks the next door dog can hear him if he barks from the landing upstairs. Probably can, but I don't know. Oh, so it's missing something. I think it needs, does it though? Another rose or something here. So I've got my Naples yellow. It's going to have a bit of green in it, but let's see. I just want to cover this up. I think it might need some purple. I'm feeling it needs some purple somewhere. Thank you. Bit of that gamboge in the middle to make it pop a bit. I'm going to put pepper paint, some purple little filler flowers. That's the buzzword for little flowers in that when you're painting floral bouquets. You can't see what I'm doing now because the colours have changed. I've got some purples here. I know this one here is, what is it? Cadmium. I'll tell you. Colbert Violet, Winsor & Newton Colbert Violet, and it's really subtle colour and it's lovely. But I've mixed it with a bit of this purple colour that's next to it because violet's really pale. And I'm just gonna, I don't know what these are. These are just little tiny flowers, filler flowers, just to give it a bit of depth and that. Just might add a bit more pink into it. They might start verging on a pinky side, just to add some interest. My brush has gone all weird from making that paint work. It's not good. A bit purple. Do some here. And it's a pretty colour. You don't have to be botanically correct, just as long as they look a bit like flowers. Ooh. You vary the colours on them, it gives a bit of interest. Just pop them around. Might do some up here, and then I'll come in and add some more. Leaves, just to fill up the whole page. A bit bluier now. Put a few in here, they're popping out the middle. I try and forget there's a join in the page. It's not there really. Just pretend it's not there. I can do some over here. And I'll try not to, I always drag my sleeve over what I've just painted. I'm trying not to do that because I don't want to mess it up. Just doing them randomly in a minute, and then I'm coming in with a bit of darker colour. If it goes darker, yes, it's darker. My brush has gone all horrible at the end. I think it might be time to change it. They do wear out brushes, and I've been using this brush for painting every day for like months now, and I've been using the same brush, so I might have to get a new one. This is a number 16 round Royal Langnickel brush. I just use it for everything. It's a synthetic brush. That's better. It's added a little bit of depth to it, and I've got some nice blue here. I'll just make them a couple a bit bluier, and then I might do some bluier leaves. Just here and there. Or should I do yellowier leaves? I don't know. I'm trying to look at my... It looks quite nice how it is actually. I might just add a few olivey green leaves. I don't know what this colour is here. It's sort of an olive green colour. Might actually be olive green. I don't know. I'll do some, or should I do bluey grey leaves? No, I think it needs some, this colour somewhere. Let's do little leaves, and I'm going to try and not, my brush has gone horrible. Just little leaves like this. How does that look? That looks okay. Just mix a few in with this. So it's like a gold colour. I'm just painting over what I painted earlier. Some leaves, so they look like they're overlapping a bit, and add some up here. I don't know, I'm not quite sure about that there. It looks weird. Add some of this over the top. That would do. That works all right. Don't be afraid of painting over what you've done, or making leaves come over the top of the flowers. Sometimes it adds a bit of interest. Sometimes you miss it out completely, but it doesn't matter. Some leaves poking out there. They don't look good. It looks nice with the purple. I'll add some more. And some stems in there. Yay. I might add some shadow colour to this, just to make it look like there's, oops, fluff under. There's a bit of depth to this flower, because they do have that shape leaves, anemones. I don't know if you've looked. So I'm going to do that one darker. Just to make a few of the leaves pop out a bit. Leaves, not leaves, petals. There, that do. I'm just going to add a little bit of darkness to the roses, because they're looking a bit lost. Just the middle. This is a sort of a browny colour. Maybe I can add some shadow. Don't lick your brush, especially when you've got bog water. Sometimes I leave my water and it starts stinking like a bog, and then I go and lick the brush. Not good. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of darker green, and this is that green that doesn't want to play. Come on. Just add some, oops. Add a little bit of interest. Not sure exactly, but there we go. That way. And to this. Yeah, I'm living on the edge. Lick a bit of bog water. I think I'm sort of done, but I'm going to get my yellow Posca pen and add some yellow centres to these sort of purple flowers, which might finish it off a bit, and add some dots because I can't resist adding dots. I have drunk my paint water before. I've picked it up instead of my cup of tea or something that's there. And I've also dipped my paintbrush. I'm sure everyone's done that. Dip their paintbrush in their drink. But paint water doesn't taste good, especially when it's been sat there for like 5 days. Ew. I usually feed my plants with my water, my paint water. They like it. She says, staring at a dead plant in front of her. No. Anyway, I think I'm finished. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And thank you, Ange. Thank you. It did come out okay, actually. I thought it was going to be awful, but never mind. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Thanks for joining me. And I will do one tomorrow morning at a time, maybe one time in the morning. When I get round to it. Might be an early one tomorrow, I don't know. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Have a great day too. Now I've got to find how to turn this off. Great. Bye.